What's up, team? I'm back with another 75 Hard update. I want to talk about the last 2 weeks. So I'm 8 weeks in. I've lost about 8 pounds total. Now, I'm not really trying to lose weight. That's not one of my biggest goals for this challenge. I want to be mentally tough. I want to build some discipline. I want to be more productive. Things like that. But what this video is really about is how in the last 2 weeks, 75 Hard has become such a routine that it's not even abnormal anymore. It's just day-to-day things. But what keeps happening is I keep trying to self-sabotage. I'm like, oh, let me put this off until later. Oh, there's whiskey on the shelf. Why don't I have a glass? I haven't done that yet, but in my mind, it's a battle against self-sabotage. I keep wanting to sabotage myself and sabotage the results of this challenge. This made me ask the question, why do we self-sabotage? Why do we keep doing this to ourselves over and over again? Well, I got an answer for you today. Our brains aren't really wired for change. So as we start building new routines, we start becoming new people with new habits, new ways of thinking, our mind gets uncomfortable. On a subconscious level, we get uncomfortable and we try to revert back to the old patterns and the old habits. So now that this 75 Hard challenge is such a routine, my mind's like, oh, the whiskey. Oh, the cupcakes. Oh, let's not do that. Let's be lazy. Let's sit on the phone. Let's sit on our phone and not do the work. Let's push it off until later. That's my self-sabotaging habit. Joey, you can get it done later. Joey, you can do it tomorrow. Joey, you can do it tomorrow. The next day, nah, it'll be there. Don't worry, just feel good right now. Now I just got this constant thing going on in my mind thinking, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done, I gotta get this done. And then things just keep stacking up and up and up. So we're in this routine and things are going really well for us. So we want to do something to F it up because we don't feel like we're good enough. We have this low self-esteem. We're feeling insecure on a deep level. Just like in a relationship, you're scared to truly let somebody in. You're scared to trust them. You don't want them to know who you really are because you might not be accepted. But this is just survival instincts. We don't want to get uncomfortable. Remember, we don't like change. It's comfortable over here. You know how in those relationships in the beginning stages, it's all that honeymoon effect and you're having a great time, but then it becomes routine. You start picking out everything that's wrong with the person because you're trying to self-sabotage. You're looking for all the negative things when you're really just fighting change. Now you have to worry about somebody else and what they're doing. This is hard for you. This change is hard for you to adapt to, and so we try to self-sabotage it and revert back to the old patterns and the old behaviors and the old way of living. But we have to have new experiences. We have to deal with these new things and these new complications. If we're going to self-sabotage, let's self-sabotage the things that are bad for us. The bad habits, the unhealthy relationships, the toxic people, the toxic friends, the soda, the chips, the cigarettes. This psychologist, Ellen Hendrickson, said that self-sabotage is not the fear of success, but at its core is the fear that at our best, we won't be good enough. So if we give it our all and we still aren't good enough, this is what we are afraid of. But not being yourself because you're fearful of somebody not accepting you is the last thing you should do. Because if they don't accept you for you, you don't want to be a part of that anyways. You need somebody that's going to accept you for you. So be yourself, let them in, and if it doesn't work out, move on and move forward. Even if it's business and we're scared to share our ideas, or we're afraid our ideas won't be accepted, or that we maybe can't accomplish what other people are accomplishing, this is just self-sabotage too. To keep us here, right here, comfortable. To keep us from going out of our comfort zone. Because our brains aren't wired for change. We're scared of that. It's a survival instinct. It's a defense mechanism. So I'm here to just say keep pushing through it and allow yourself to change through the routine. Allow yourself to deal with new experiences and new areas of responsibility or things that you have to get uncomfortable with. Things that challenge you to grow, to evolve, to expand your way of thinking, to expand your physicality, to expand your mentality. Now, another thing that has to do with self-sabotage is that imposter syndrome. A similar thing that has to do with self-esteem. Oh, you're not good enough, man. You're not even jacked. How can you be a personal trainer? Oh, you're not even, what? You don't have an MBA. You don't have a PhD. Why are you telling people what to do? Why would your idea matter to that guy? You can't get that girl. She's too good for you. So even with the evidence of all the successes that we've had, or the person that we've became, we tell ourselves that it's false, that it's not factual, that you aren't good enough, that we aren't good enough. whatever it may be. This 75 hard, the last 2 weeks, has made me think about this self-sabotage a lot. Why do I feel like I'm not good enough to complete this challenge? Why do I keep trying to ruin it for no reason? It's routine now. It's easy now. We all do it at some level, for some things, for different areas. Don't get down on yourself if you do, because we are wired to survive, to defend ourselves from challenges. But these aren't the right challenges to stop ourselves from achieving. I want you to accomplish your goals. When you start seeing these signs of sabotage, stop it in its tracks. Because you are capable. You can accomplish what that person accomplishes, if it aligns with you. I'm going to say that all the time. If it aligns with you, you can accomplish it. If you're passionate about it, you can accomplish it. If you want a healthy relationship, you can have a healthy relationship. You're just going to have to be pushed out of your comfort zone. Trust me, I had to do it too. I felt like I wasn't good enough to have a healthy relationship. I can't be successful and have a healthy relationship. It's not possible. But that's an excuse so that I don't grow in that area. That's why this 75 hard challenge will be so effective for your life, because you build that mental toughness and that discipline to deal with the self-sabotaging behaviors. Now, I know you might have been looking for a 75 hard video, but I like to tag team these things. The 75 hard challenge, what it brings up, it makes me analyze my life. It makes me analyze the areas that I try to self-sabotage. Just remember, you never know when you're going to break through. You do something, you struggle with it. Then it becomes a routine, and now you try to self-sabotage it. Keep going. Keep pushing through it. Nelson Mandela said, "One cannot be prepared for something while secretly believing it will not happen." So start believing in your successes. Start believing in your goals. Start believing in yourself. Little by little, take a look back at your life and look at your successes. The victories that you've had. The failures that you've overcame. You're standing right here. You're watching this video. You're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Let's go. We're making that shift. We're going to recognize the areas that we sabotage. And we're going to dominate them. And we're going to make things happen for our life. We're going to make things happen for our success, for our goals. Remember, I'm here to ignite your passion. I want you to be you and be different. Peace and one love always.